It was a great game. I miss the feeling of living and dying by every shot. It's been a very long time since I've had that feeling. I was on pins and needles before the game. I could feel my heart racing like I'm watching the bull riding on CBS.
What was that, by the way? Like leading into the game, I could not believe that.
I'm watching these bull riders and my heart's like pumping out of my chest, and then the game comes up, and every time we scored, I was like, we're gonna win by 30. Like they can't stop us. And then Shawnee Brown would hit a 3, and I'm like, we are so screwed. We can't stop them. And it was going back and forth. And then it ultimately, can we do good guys and bad guys? Because I wanted my good guy tied into this.
Yes, please.
My good guy of the week is Justice Suing.
Ooh.
Because the game turned on Justice Suing. What was it, like 2? What?
My goodness.
We had that queued up.
Wait, what? Yeah, that was so bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did.
They had this queued up from every angle. So if you missed the game, Justice Suing throws a behind the back pass at a bad time. It bounces out to midcourt. Isaiah Livers picks it. It had to be Isaiah Livers.
Yeah.
If there could be one guy on Michigan's team to pick
with
it
the
up
and one
and lay it in for basically the win. At this point, Ohio State was down 3. The and one puts Michigan up 6, and then we were just scrambling from there to like make up the big hole. It felt like we gave up a home run.
Yeah.
And so in the bottom half of the inning, we were just trying to swing for the fences instead of, just getting the base hits like we've been doing. Does that metaphor track? So Justice Suing, but here's the big brain galaxy thing. The galaxy brain idea, Tate, is that Justice Suing knew what we all know, which is that you can't peak too soon, Tate. It's still February. My calendar says February 22nd as of this recording. We're still like a month away from March Madness. It's still a ways away. And Ohio State, as we know, was the hottest team in the country. Everyone was saying it. Gonzaga, Baylor, were they as hot? I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to. Ohio State plays in the best conference in the country. Gonzaga, as good as they've been recently, have never won a Big Ten title. Baylor's never won a Big Ten title. Ohio State is what was the team. Michigan was on COVID pause. Ohio State, by the way, still has not lost a game at full strength. Musa Jallo didn't play in this game. I bet you won't hear people talk about that. But anyway, Justice Suing knew what we all knew, which is that you don't want to peak too soon. He knew that in the last 25 years, I think there have been 4 national champions that have gone undefeated in the month of February. 4. So the odds say you're better off losing in February. It sets it up for the national title run better. Justice Suing knew this. We had advanced long enough because at this point in the game, America was already saying these 2 teams are 1 seeds. In fact, that became clear when the AP poll came out today. We didn't move. Ohio State still ranked 4th. Michigan still ranked 3rd because everyone watching knew that we were every bit as good as Michigan. Some would argue we were better than Michigan. The ball just didn't bounce our way. I'm not arguing that. Calm down, Michigan fans. But Justice Suing knew that enough time had passed. We'd proven that we were every bit as good as Michigan. Now is the time to lose the game on purpose, and that's what he did. And I applaud him for it because I think Ohio State is now going to go to the drawing board and say, we have some adversity. We have some things to clean up. Michigan, meanwhile, is pretending like they won the national title. Michigan is in practice today practicing nothing. They're not practicing at all. They're just high-fiving the whole time, Tate. They're just saying, good job, you guys. We did it. We won. Hang the banner. The Buckeyes, no. They're working to get better. And that's what matters to me most.
It's okay for now. It's February, like you said. It's okay. We can learn from this. And Suing has been great. And
he's been awesome. And in fact,
this was his worst game.
I don't even. He didn't play well. I would even say that the behind the back pass wasn't that bad. And
No.
like the result was obviously bad, but the idea, the behind the back part wasn't even the problem. It was like just throwing. It was the miscommunication. It was made worse by the fact that it looks bad that he's throwing it behind the back. But if EJ Liddell, if they're on the same page like that, he threw it where he was trying to throw it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the reason you don't want to, you get mad at guys throwing behind the back passes because they end up throwing the ball not on target.
Like what Steph did.
Like what Steph did.
Yeah.
This was on target. It's just the target left.
Yeah,
the target was like,
the
target moved.
The target was like, there's no way that he's going to throw this behind the back to me right here.
Right. Yeah. So like, if EJ Liddell pops right there, boom. That's right. Catch and shoot. But that's. Oh, God, why are we reshowing this? Why would they do this to me? I don't understand. Michigan is very good. Michigan, I do think we need to pump the brakes on like Michigan is people are trying to put Michigan in the tiers with Gonzaga and Baylor. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. They got smoked at the barn. I mean, right? Like you have to have some sort of separation between Gonzaga. They can beat Gonzaga and Baylor. I'm not saying that.
What did we say before this? First off, I don't think Michigan did anything. I know Michigan fans may disagree with this, but they didn't do anything in this game that says Michigan is head and shoulders above Ohio State, right?
Right. That was what was weird to me was the conversation the whole game. If you're on Twitter or just like paying it, everyone. I had a lot of people texting me, and everyone was saying the same. Like these two teams are every bit as good as each other. They're evenly matched. This is awesome. And then Michigan wins, and then suddenly you're like, oh, Michigan is much better than Ohio,
Yes, and I don't think that's the case.
And
I think there is tier one, there is Baylor, there is Gonzaga, and I think Gonzaga, as we know, has been probably anointed even in a different tier. Yeah, exactly, whatever. And then there's the biggest loser.
I love tier talk.
And these four teams are all battling to be the one team that's going to try to take down either a Baylor or Gonzaga, whether it be Illinois, whether it be Iowa, whether it be Michigan, whether it be Ohio State. And those four teams, their fan bases are going insane right now.
Yep.
Like separately of themselves.
Yep.
And the Illinois fans and the Michigan fans right now, they are performing at peak levels of insanity. they basically, if you're an Illinois fan right now and you think that Luka Garza is good at basketball, then get your opinion out of my face.
Yeah,
and I don't want to see it. Like
they're fighting a war on two fronts because Illinois fans are currently fighting against Michigan's team and against Luka Garza individually, and they are just
whatever it
right
takes,
now.
literally whatever it takes. Like I don't know who put the charge in, but they're ready to go. And then from Michigan's side, Michigan, they've had the whole, are they dodging Illinois? The Illinois fans claim that Michigan is dodging.
Which if I was an Illinois fan, I'd say the same thing. Why not?
Of course. Yeah. But this whole back and forth has been quite hilarious because they seem like they want to eat each other, right? They're just this is all Big Ten, da 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 da. But there's a larger prize at hand, and I think if you're Iowa, right, or if you're Ohio State, like don't get caught up in this. Like don't. The Illinois fans, pull back. You know what I mean? You're trying to make the real run for the Final Four. Like don't get caught up in this. The Michigan fans, I think you go for the ride, right? I think you own the Big Ten this year.
Yep.
If it doesn't work out in March, who cares? You're ahead of schedule anyway. Next year you're coming back. Hunter Dickinson's going to get going. Hunter Dickinson, by the way, has made himself
Hate that guy.
Well, Hate
that guy.
He's made himself a great college basketball personality, and he quote tweeted Doug Gottlieb after the game, who said the smart money going to this one is for
and he put
LOL.
LOL. I don't hate Hunter Dickinson. I take that back. I don't hate him because he wants me to hate him, and I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Hunter, I don't hate you. In fact, I don't feel anything towards you.
It was a great game, though. If you do not watch this game, this was a nice
game of the year.
I think so. I think so. I think the game before was the Villanova at Texas game, but I feel like we're so far from that iteration of the season and the teams that it can't be that game anymore.
I hate Michigan football. I don't hate Michigan basketball, but they're making me want to hate Michigan basketball, and I welcome that because I genuinely my experience as an Ohio State. When I got to Ohio State and I walked onto the basketball team. And then we graduated. Like by the time I graduated, we didn't really have rivals. We just had team. Like our rival every year when I was at Ohio State was just whoever was good. So Wisconsin was kind of a rival. Michigan State was kind of, but they weren't rivals. They were just a team that was good that we wanted to beat. Purdue was up there. So I never really felt a rivalry. Even as I've gotten older and now I'm watching the young Bucks playing, I never really feel anything towards the team. So I would genuinely love for that to be a rivalry. And I understand that Michigan fans are always going to hate Michigan State in basketball more than Ohio State, but maybe they don't always have to. Maybe it can be equal. Maybe there can be a little animosity. And so far, what we've seen from Juwan Howard and Chris Holtman, it feels like we're headed down that road.
Yes.
And I don't mind that one bit.
Yeah.
And that part is good.
The road that we are on right now, it feels like we're on the yellow brick road and we're walking and we're skipping along. And all I can see in the future, Mark Titus, is me looking at you and saying, thank God this rivalry is better than Louisville, Kentucky.
It literally is, by the way.
I mean, what? They're in the same conference, right? They have a history. They only play, once a year? Sounds better to me.
God damn it. Take your win, Michigan.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You guys can have the Intercontinental Belt. You're the third best team in college basketball right now. But calm down. You're not on Gonzaga and Baylor's level. That's disrespectful. They're undefeated. Both those teams are killing everybody. Just calm down. Part of why it hurts so much, and this is why Michigan fans are so elated. This is the first year, maybe ever. We have to go back to the record books. I don't know. I don't know if we have the technology to look something like this up. First year ever, maybe, that Ohio State has not beat Michigan in something. Certainly, to my knowledge, we beat them in football or at least one game of men's basketball every single year. And we didn't play the football game. This is the only time we're playing in basketball. And I think they know that, and I think that's why they're twisting the knife, and I think that's why, Juwan Howard is like, I don't know, like, act like you've been there before, dude. Like, he's like smiling after they win. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It just disgusts me.
Yeah.
Like, you would never see our guys smile after a win like that. No.
All business.
No, that's what hurts the most is the football game gets canceled. This is the only time we play them in basketball, and it's
No, maybe not the only time.
Maybe not that.
There's a chance.
It would be a real shame if we met in March, and it's a repeat of '92 except flipped, where we beat them in the Elite Eight this time.
Hey there, thanks for watching Titus and Tate. For the full friend of the program experience, subscribe right below and come join us for all things college basketball. The action is heating up. Come join Titus and Tate.